Hi, this is Indraneel and you are watching Business Bites in our channel The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. In today's Business Bites, first news we have online travel platform EaseMyTrip to acquire 49% stake in Big Charter, also known as Fly Big. Second news we have India to remove 6% equalization levy imposed on online advertisement services offered by companies like Google and Meta. Third news we have Tata Autocom Systems will acquire International Automotive Components Group Sweden AB. Fourth news we have private banks are increasing authentication layers to prevent fraud for protecting customers. And fifth news we have TPG along with two other individuals are ready to acquire Siemens Gamesa Renewable Power. In first news, online travel platform EaseMyTrip to acquire 49% stake in Big Charter, also known as Fly Big. With this acquisition plan by EaseMyTrip, co-founded by Mr. Nishant Pitti, is aiming to venture into the high-margin segments like charter services and non-scheduled air transport service operations. In present time, with the rising demand from corporate clients, high-net-worth individuals and event travelers, EaseMyTrip is planning to integrate their technology into Big Charter's operations to streamline bookings, optimizing pricing, and to enhance customer experiences. Big Charter is having 4 aircrafts in their fleet and has historically operated on regional Uran routes where in financial year 2023-2024 they generated revenue of $15.5 million, that is around 128.75 crore. By partnering with EaseMyTrip, Big Charter will be in a position to leverage EaseMyTrip's technology expertise along with their vast customer base, which will help Big Charter to accelerate their growth, expanding their reach and will enhance their efficiency of their services. On the other side, with this acquisition, EaseMyTrip is looking as a crucial step towards making charter air travel more accessible across India, and by combining EaseMyTrip's cutting-edge technology with Big Charter's established expertise, as they are aspiring to revolutionize the way travel is experienced. In second news, India to remove 6% equalization levy imposed on online advertisement services offered by companies like Google and Meta, which is widely known as Google tax from 1st April 2025. The proposed amendment to scrap the equalization levy comes on the back of India and the US negotiating a trade agreement looking to avert reciprocal tariff, where the India government has also proposed to remove exemptions under income tax law available to these companies in lieu of the equalization levy. The Finance Act of 2016 introduced the levy on advertisements on foreign online platforms, where in 2020 the levy was expanded and made applicable at the rate of 2% to all e-commerce companies who did business of more than 2 crore per year with Indian entities. The 2% levy was removed from August 2024 following an agreement with the US on retaliatory tariffs and a global tax deal, when the India government has collected 3,343 crore as equalization levy in the last financial year until 15th March 2025. As the collections were not so significant, the removal of equalization levy can be a smart move by the government of India, where now they can use this move to leverage trade tariff negotiation with the US. In third news, Tata Autocom Systems will acquire International Automotive Components Group Sweden AB to strengthen their presence in Europe's automotive sectors. With this proposed acquisition, Tata Autocom will reinforce their presence in Sweden and will enhance their relationship with key European original equipment manufacturers in both the passenger and commercial vehicle segment, and also in expanding their global footprint further. IAC Sweden has a turnover of approximate 800 million US dollar and a well-established manufacturer in interior systems and components to the automotive industry. When with this acquisition, Tata AutoComp will consolidate their position as one of India's largest automotive component manufacturers and also will strengthen their presence in Europe's automotive sector. According to Tata AutoComp Systems official, this acquisition aligns with their long-term vision of expanding in global markets and will strengthen their relationships with European original equipment manufacturers. In fourth news, private banks are increasing authentication layers to prevent fraud for protecting customers. Banks are now exploring advanced payment authentication methods, which includes mobile app-generated OTPs, biometrics, preset passphrases, passwords, and PINs to prevent frauds. Where Axis Bank has launched a service which allows customers to disable various payment channels like UPI, IMPS, and NEFT through their bank's app. HDFC Bank is working on enhancing models that alert suspicious transactions, where the bank is also having an automated dispensation platform where a robot reaches out to the customer to auto-confirm the transactions without human intervention. Across the industry, banks are using AI and machine learning tools to detect and prevent fraud, where these tools can alert suspicious transactions like those where a user's location changes dramatically in a short period or when funds are sent to a new or unfamiliar beneficiary. They can also detect transactions involving recently activated SIM cards, and this proactive approach allows banks to identify potential fraud before it occurs. As per RBI data for the April to September 2024 period, digital fraud cases involving cards and internet banking amounted to 514 crore with 13,133 number of cases, where these banking tools monitors behaviors such as transaction timing and location, cross-referencing data with the National Crime Record Bureau database to identify potentially fraudulent beneficiaries. And in fifth news, TPG along with two other individuals are ready to acquire Siemens Gamesa Renewable Power. A consortium led by TPG along with Murugappa Group's Velayan Suvia and former JSW Group's senior executive Mr. Prashant Jain are in a process to acquire Siemens Gamesa Renewable Power for an enterprise valuation of 500 million to 550 million US dollar, where Siemens Energy AG will retain a small stake in the company who are in the Indian wind energy assets of their Gamesa unit. Siemens Energy AG is the energy arm of Siemens AG, which is the parent company of the Siemens Gamesa, where Siemens Energy's wind power unit and Spain's Gamesa had merged to form Siemens Gamesa in 2017, and they acquired the minority shareholders of Gamesa for 42 billion US dollar in 2022. TPG is planning to scale up their business as they find opportunities in energy transition and aiming to streamline cost structure to boost productivity, where the India's energy business market is offering great opportunities and specifically for the wind business. With TPG, Mr. Velayan Suvia, who is the executive chairman of Tube Investments of India and also the chairman of Cholamandalam Investment and Finance Company, is investing in his personal capacity, when Mr. Prashant Jain, who is the former JSW Energy's joint managing director and chief executive, and they both have experience in energy transition and manufacturing, where Mr. Prashant Jain is going to head operations after the transaction is completed. So these were the top 5 business news from Business Bytes in our channel, The Spotlight, India's first online business news channel. So thank you very much for watching Business Bytes and signing it off.